Queen's Gambit declined, Chigorin, Janowski variation, 4, nf65.e4. Smooth one player took the advantage and never let go. White really outplayed black in that one. White took advantage of the opportunities they saw in the opening. White was a cut above black in the middle game. Opening with the queen's pawn. The move d5 establishes control over the e4 square, frees up the light-squared bishop, and builds a presence in the center. A wing pawn is available in the queen's gambit to attack the center and divert black's attention away from the e4 square. Starting with nc6, the Chigorin defense moves the knight toward the center and engages the d5 piece in combat. The pawn on d5 is attacked, the knight advances toward the center, and the e4 square is under nc3's control. dxc4 opens up the center and captures the c4 pawn. It is good. nf3 develops the knight toward the center, defends the d4 pawn and controls e5. It is best. nf6 develops the knight toward the center and controls the d5 and e4 squares. It is best. This reveals an attack on a pawn. It is best. This adds pressure by pinning a knight. It is the last book move. This is how you take the pawn. It is quite good. A pawn that was being attacked and had no defenses is now protected by this. It is ideal. This secures a pawn. It is ideal. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. It is a mistake. Backs off. It is ideal. This misses a chance to protect a knight who was being attacked. It is incorrect. This moves the bishop to safety. It is best. The bishop is prepared to grow into a functional square. It is ideal. This is the way to win a pawn. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. By growing a queen from its beginning square, this activates the queen. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. That pawn was free for the taking. It is best. The pawn is now in a safe position. It is ideal. This forks pieces by creating a simultaneous attack. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. It is best. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. It is ideal. This avoids the bishop's check. It is ideal. The rooks are linked by this, making it easier for them to work together in the future. It is ideal. It was a free pawn there. It is ideal. This takes an open file, a common method for activating a rook. It is best. The knight now occupies an outpost, a secure square in the opponent's territory. This is the only good move. It is a great move. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. This causes material loss. It is incorrect. This wins material. This stops the opponent from being able to take an outpost with the knight. It is a great move. The checking bishop is moved away in this move. It is ideal. This overlooks a better way to win material. It is an inaccuracy. This overlooks an opportunity to kick a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. It is best. The checking bishop is moved away in this move. It is quite good. This places a rook on the 7th rank, activating it and putting the other side's king under pressure. That's good. This suggests exchanging items of equivalent value. That's good. This exchange is fair. It is quite good. Recaptures. It is ideal. The bishop now occupies an outpost, a secure square in the opponent's territory. It is good. The pawn is now on a square that is safer. That's good. That's fine. It is good. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. It is best. This move puts the rook on a safer square. This threatens to take an open file with the rook. It is good. This misses an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. This permits the opponent to take an open file with the rook. It is an inaccuracy. The bishop is now on a square that is more secure. It is quite good. By moving a rook from its starting square, this activates it. It is quite good. A rook enters the action after developing outside of its starting square as a result. It is quite good. That's a decent move. That's good. That pawn was free for the taking. It is best. Thus, a forced checkmate is possible. It is incorrect. This forces an eventual checkmate. It is best. Smooth. One player took the advantage and never let go. White really outplayed black in that one. White took advantage of the opportunities they saw in the opening. White was a cut above black in the middle game.